ask me about. This is something I think about. Just like, why do we have no energy all the time? That shouldn't be happening, right? I think it's because we have taken away a lot of the stimuli that give us energy, which is the right food, the right light exposure at the right time, and just moving, right? So if we start with sunlight, most people start their day in artificial light and they end it in artificial light, and everything in between is in artificial light, right? That is not a recipe for actually setting your circadian rhythm correctly. So what I recommend and what I do is, as soon as you wake up in the morning, if it's warm out, get outside, even just for 10 minutes. And while you're out there, just be in the sun, absorb that light. That is going to go through your retinas and trigger your circadian rhythm to start for the day, right? You're going to start increasing cortisol in the morning. You're going to start, your hormones are going to start firing off at the right times, right? So you're actually going to wake up in the morning, and you'll probably realize you don't even need coffee. You don't need tea in the morning. All you need is to correctly set off your circadian rhythm. And you want to get that natural blue light in the morning, you know, because we always hear blue light is bad. It's bad in modern context. It's bad basically past when it gets dark, and we don't want to be just blasting ourselves with blue light all day, because that stimulates a rise in cortisol, the stress hormone, which we need in the morning to wake up. But past that, we don't want to be triggering cortisol all day, every day. And if you work in an office or office building or inside, you're just getting blasted with blue and white light all day. And so to mitigate that, you might, I mean, they're coming out with like some not nerdy looking blue light blocking goggles that you might want to wear at work. Not goggles, they're like glasses now, they're pretty cool. But outside of that, what you could really do to focus on light exposure in your own home is, like I said, get up in the morning, get outside, get some sunlight. If it's too cold, just find a sunny spot in your house, get some of that natural sunlight in. It's the only natural, it's the only full spectrum light device we have, right? You can go out and blow like $5,000 on something that's going to give you some of the frequencies that you need and stuff, but just get out in the sun. Triggers vitamin D, synthesization. At night, the other important thing is limiting electronic usage, okay? Because the light that comes out of all these devices, the TV, our phones, our iPads, is just all blue light. All right, and if we continually look at that all night, it makes it very hard for us to go to sleep, and it just keeps triggering cortisol to rise, the stress hormone, the fight or flight response hormone. And it's not letting our bodies relax and the natural rhythm of creating melatonin and serotonin come out, which are two of the hormones that make us go to sleep, right? So limiting blue light at night, you could either just not look at your phone past dusk, or you could get some blue light blocking glasses for in your house at night. You could turn on the night shift mode on your iPhone, turn down the blue light. These are all options you could use. Number two would be, so we got sunlight and we have movement, okay? And this doesn't have to be working out. It could just be, the most important thing is just moving every day. You know, if you look at evolutionarily, we didn't just work out all the time to get our movement in, you know? Everything we did had an amount of work attached to it that we had to do, whether it was getting food, whether it was washing our clothes, doing the dishes. Everything had a large amount of physical labor attached to it, and now we kind of like the sunlight thing. It's all isolated, right? We get up, we sit down to eat breakfast, we sit down in our car to drive to work, we sit down at work, we sit back in our car to drive to work, and then we sit at home and watch TV. We're sitting all day, and just, you know, a half an hour of isolated movement in there, it doesn't really fix the core problem, right? What we need to be just doing is interjecting movement throughout the whole day, um, which is what I do. And I'll do dedicated workouts like 3 times a week, but usually what I'm doing is just taking little breaks every hour, every couple hours to do just some like body weight exercise, right? So I'll get up in the morning. I'll either do some light stretching, a little yoga. I think in the video I just filmed, I was doing I did kettlebell swings this morning. And it could be short. I just did like 50 swings. It took, under 2 minutes to do. Same with anything. You just do a set of push-ups to failure. To get up in the morning and move. That with sunlight will wake you up. And then during the day, every hour, hour and a half, get up, take a walk, do some push-ups, some sit-ups, plank, whatever. Do some body weight squats. It will keep you much more energized than chugging down coffee all day, which I've been prone to do as well, so I know the difference. So yeah, take 5-minute breaks, just get around and move. An important one is to move after you eat, right? Take like a 10 or 15-minute walk after every meal. It helps with digestion, so it's not going to be draining you to actually digest the food you just ate. Like if you just ate and then sat down and got right back to work. So if you eat and then just move a little bit, take a walk, it really helps your body digest your food. And that is like a huge drain on your energy, is digesting food. So if you help that process along a little bit by moving, it's lowering the blood glucose response, the insulin response, so you're not just crashing right after lunch or breakfast or dinner. That is key. Right, so movement after you eat, movement during the day, whenever you can fit it in, just be creative. And then eating, just stay away from sugar, basically. And this is most important in the morning. Sugar and carbs are kind of a no-no in the morning. And that's what most breakfast foods are, wherever you go. It's like pancakes, muffins, healthy bran muffins, oatmeal, all that stuff. While it's delicious, it's not going to leave you satiated, and it's certainly going to give you a very high rise in blood glucose, which triggers a large or a high insulin response. To take care of all that glucose that's in your bloodstream, and it's going to be leaving you feeling drained and lethargic, basically, at a time in the morning where you don't need that. And so what I recommend is just getting a meal of fat and protein in. Fat and protein, that's all you need in the morning. That could be eggs, bacon, steak, like a chia seed pudding, coconut milk, smoothie. It can be lots of delicious things. I like to just do some sort of big omelet with some sort of other protein if I have it. Get some avocado in there, some leafy greens, some sour cream, some cheese on there if you want. And it's delicious. And it gets the job done. And then I'm full for like 5 or 6 hours after that. And I don't need to think about food. I have steady energy. And everyone I know that does this, that does eat in the morning. Sometimes I just wait till lunch to eat. I do intermittent fasting every day. But my lunch is a similar meal. It's just breakfast basically. It's like 5 or 6 eggs in some way, shape, or form. Omelet, fried, scrambled, with probably some avocado, with probably some sort of other protein, red meat or salmon, leafy greens, and that's it. And it keeps me satiated, full, energized for a good 4, 5, 6 hours. Yeah, so 3 quick tips, keeping that energy up. Hope you enjoyed it. Link down below for the Steal Back Your Health newsletter. This goes out every Wednesday. It's a Wellness Wednesday newsletter. It keeps you up to date with all the recipes, videos, blog posts we put out throughout the week, and as well as keeps you in touch with coaching deals, coaching packages, because we're rolling more of that stuff out now. So sign up at the link in the description for the Wellness Wednesday newsletter. Check out steelbackyourhealth.com for blog posts, recipes, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.